21 minutes to 8, Friday morning, and yes, he's on the line. Good morning, Brian.
Yes, morning, Leslie.
It's
Here
Mark.
we are again.
Yes, I know.
Another Friday come round so quick, don't they, boy?
It does. I was thinking of you yesterday. We were talking a lot about the wonder of Woolworths yesterday.
That's right, I heard it.
Yeah, did you used to shop there much?
Well, yes, my mother Doris, and my father Herbert, they used to take me there. That was like a Christmas tradition, weren't it?
Yes.
And of course, Mother used to get all her kitchen stuff from there, from the old, remember the old bowls that used to mix up the cake mix and that? Like
Yes.
They were sort of yellow in colour, were
Yes,
the creamy
they were.
colour.
Yes.
That's right, she used to get all them from there, and the spoons, and the tea towels, and they were good quality in them days. You know, they weren't overpriced, but they were good stuff, weren't they?
Yes, not
and
rubbish.
We used to always go around to pick a mix. And Father, he used to always sort of steal one of the strawberry heart things, you know, on the way round, and then he put the wrapper back in the thing, you know, as he'd go round.
Naughty Herbert.
We always used to buy the Christmas decorations, always get a few new ones every year. Now, with the paper ones.
Yep.
That you used to fold round, you know?
I do, yes.
And hang them up, and the old paper chain. That's when things were simple, boy.
It was. Life was much easier.
Nowadays, there's all these DLE lights and all that, you know.
What sort of lights?
The DLE lights.
Yep.
You sort of you put your batteries in, and you don't need to plug them in now, do you?
No, you don't. Not with those DLEs, no.
No, half the fun was trying to get the fairy lights to work again, weren't they? Father used to swear. He used to say these. He used to swear. He used to go ahead because one of the lights wouldn't work. Hello?
Let's move on from Woolworths, because the wonder of Woolies was occupying a lot of the programme yesterday. Wherever I've been this week, people have asked me how you got on with Rosie at the Leiston Cinema last weekend. You were watching Michael Ball, weren't you?
That's right. That's
yes.
right, Leslie. We
Getting cosy with Rosie.
Huh?
Getting cosy with Rosie.
No, I weren't getting cosy. Don't start that old squid again. We had a lovely day. I have to say, the girl Rosemary, because she drove over, you see, Marcus,
right.
The neighbour Marcus and his missus, they looked after Mother. Thank you very much. And Rosie drove over, and because I messed up her lawn, which is looking better this week, by the way.
Good.
The rain has certainly helped with the old seed.
Good.
I treated her to a carvery in Leiston. It's only up the road, and I had a couple of good ships in there, and a nice bit of turkey. And then when we got to the Leiston Cinema,
yes,
that was all well organised, because you aren't sitting together, you see, are you?
So you had to keep apart from everybody else.
Well, yes, we sat down the front, and that was fairly busy, but you know that was safe. And but I got ticked off because. You know, when I had a couple of good ships, then when we got there, Leslie, have you had one of them? There's no alcohol in it in a good ship, and there's no alcohol in it.
Yes, I have. Yes.
Well, I couldn't tell the difference. Have you tried it?
It's very good. It's very good.
I couldn't, because I had a couple up at the carvery place.
Yes.
And then I had one down there, and I couldn't tell the difference, but because I did start peeing, so. She say in the end, you're going to have to sit on the end because I can't keep getting up. And if I went to the toilet, they're nice toilets, mind. If I didn't go to the toilet once, I went a dozen times. But that was a good show. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I really did.
Good. And so how are you and Rosemary getting on?
That was on the screen.
What?
That was on the screen. That was from, I don't know where they done it.
They beamed it in from somewhere, did they?
Huh?
They beamed it in from somewhere.
I don't know how they done it.
But you enjoyed it?
That's right.
Good. Now, I understand there's been a bit of... Rosemary's had a bit of luck on the lottery.
Well, I told you that, didn't I? A few weeks ago, she won a little... I ain't saying how much, but she had a nice little win on the lottery. And you know what they're like, don't you, women? They seem to... As soon as they get money in the hand, there's water going through the fingers in it. And she's been spending money on this, that, and the other, and she said to me, I'm going to have a new shed.
All right.
I say, well, what sort of shed? Because she'd already got a shed. There's nothing wrong with it. But she say, I want something that's nicer. So I say, well, what are you thinking on doing then? She say, well, I'm gonna pull that down in the spring, she say, and I'm gonna put myself a nicer shed there. So I say, well, I don't know, it's going to cost you an arm and a leg. Why don't you let me help you do that? So what we've said is, we ain't going to do it this time of year because there's too mucky in it.
Yes, it is, yeah.
Mind you, that was nice yesterday.
That was lovely. Very nice.
And do you know, if us look as if that's going to be promising a day.
Not bad, I don't think.
Yeah, so anyway, I'm gonna help her when the better weather get here. I'm gonna help her sort a shed out, and I'm gonna do a shed.
You're a good boy, aren't you? You look after her, don't you?
She's coming round tonight.
Is she?
She's coming round tonight. I'm going to do two in the hole with some mashed potato, peas and carrots. And she's coming round after look east about... do you see that bloke that's finished on there now?
Oh, Kim Riley's finished, yes.
That's right, yes, he's gone, isn't he?
Yeah, he's gone.
That's right. He's getting quite
He was emotional, wasn't he?
There,
yeah,
wasn't he?
He was, yeah. He's been there a long while.
He has been there, ain't he? Like that Stuart White.
Yeah, he's been there a long while too.
He have.
So she's coming round tonight for Toad in the Hole and Mash. Are you sure there's not something going on between you two?
No, we're just good neighbours. I'm very lucky, Leslie. Where we are, we're surrounded by good people, keeping an eye on each other. The neighbour Marcus, he's very good. You know, his missus can be a funny old cow if she want to be, but on the whole, we all live together and we get along, and if we want to borrow something, that's only a tap on the door, innit? Now, where can that happen these days? In a lot of places, it can't, can it?
Well, it's wonderful that you've got that...
I know I was going to say to you.
What?
What's all this squit about Royal Mail?
Oh, well, the postman can come and pick up parcels from your house.
What the hell is all that about then? Because I don't quite understand that. How are they going to know if you've got a parcel to go back? We're going to have to start leaving them outside because people will be taking stuff, aren't they?
I think you go online, Brian, and you fill it all in on the internet, and they know that you've got something.
You're ain't on the internet, am I?
Are you not?
I ain't on the internet. Rosemary is, but I can't trouble her every time that we've got a letter to go away, have we? Or we've got to send off a bill.
Well, I'm sure she'll do it for you, won't she?
Yeah, but you shouldn't have to keep asking them. Why isn't that a case that we can put a sticker in the window or something? Wouldn't that be easier if you just put a card in the window?
Yeah.
And then the pusty, he knock, and he just get it off you. Why has we got to do this old rigmarole
on the internet?
On the internet.
Yes. Isn't that a good answer?
I think that's a very good
Steph's
answer.
here.
Yeah.
That's a very good answer, Brian.
Not everyone, is on this interweb thing,
Yes,
and
no.
if you ain't got the old, if you ain't got it, then you got something go away. You want to be able to put something in the window so that the pusty know. And here's another thing, right? What happens if he's doing his round and his little trolley thing is full?
Yes.
And he can't take your post.
That's a very good point. I don't think they haven't thought this out, have they?
I can't take that till tomorrow and leave that there and I'll get it tomorrow. Well, what if that's got to go off and that's important? I don't think they've thought it through, if you ask me.
No, it's very, very good, Brian. You really ought to be involved in some of these decisions, I think.
I think someone has sat there with a cigar around the table and said, "This is a good. I had a good idea last night, everyone," and they're too frightened to speak up, and they're saying, "Yeah, that's right. That's a good idea. Good idea." Look, and they ain't thought. I bet they ain't even asked the pusty what he think.
Probably not. I've got some messages for you, Brian, before we go today. This is coming on on an email. We listen to you. We listen to you and Brian every Friday. It's part of our weekly routine where we can sit and have a coffee and a good laugh. Well done for the show. We used to live in Trimley St Martin on the High Road, so we are well aware of Woodbridge and Melton. We moved to France 13 years ago. Perhaps you will ask Brian to send us a quick hello. That's Harvey and Carol.
Harvey and Carol. Now, where are they again?
They're in France.
In France. Well, rather them than me. I won't want to go there. But they listen, do they?
They listen every week, yes.
Well, they eat all sort of bugs and snails, and they eat some rum old stuff, don't they?
They do indeed.
And they like the soup.
Yeah. Pardon? The what?
The soup.
Soup.
Oh, soup.
The soup.
Soup.
soup, of course.
Yes,
That's what I said.
I'll translate for you. Trudy's emailed in as well. Please, could you ask Brian to say congratulations to our son Tom Stootley, who's passed his chartered accountant exam this week. We're so proud of him, and we listen to Brian every Friday morning on BBC Radio Suffolk. If you could do that for me, Leslie, that would be great.
What was his name?
Tom Stootley.
That's a rum name, isn't it? Tom Studley. Tom Studley, and what has he passed again? His driving test?
No, his chartered accountant exam.
Well, we'll be raking some money in now then, because I'm trying to think when that was. The accountant, he used to live down the road.
Yep.
And he moved in the end, he went to Norfolk. And they were welcome to him. And he had a big old car and a big old house. They can earn some money, you know, the money men.
Yes, they can. They can indeed. So well done, Tom. And happy birthday to Emily Allen, who's 12 today. Love from Mum, Dad and little sister Jessica. You say hello to Emily?
Bless her little old heart. Happy birthday to Emily.
Yes, well done.
It's today, is it?
It is today, yes, this
that's
morning.
Lovely. And the sun is going to shine, so it's nice in it for her.
Jolly good. Thank you very much, Brian. Have a lovely weekend, won't you?
Yes.
And love to Mother and Rosemary.
Yeah, right, radio, Leslie. Cheerio together.
It's Mark, by the way.